Hello everybody, welcome back. In this episode I'm going to talk about some items that I can consider like a must-have for a child more than 1 year old. I'm going to share some of the products that I use for my child, and also I'm going to give my impressions about certain products, and I can recommend even different products that I find out that they are better than those that I choose. Babies at around 1 year old, they are accepted to walk. Maybe they are already walking, or maybe they walk later. They have so much physical changes. They are not anymore babies that they just crawl and they just start eating. They are already more confident in eating. They are more confident in walking if they have already started walking. And if they are not walking, they are very close, and in any moment he's gonna be ready to walk. So I recommend not to get worried, because every baby, they have a different development, and they start walking at a different ages, and is still considered normal. I'm gonna talk about the first item that is very important, is the car seat. Now, since the baby is not anymore infants, and depends on what kind of car seat already you bought, you have to change from the infant size to the toddler size. I actually bought an infant car seat, and then when my child was 1 year old, I had to change them to put the toddler one. Actually, every car seat that you find in the shops, they are all safe, because otherwise they don't allow to sell them. The only thing that I can talk about the car seat, if you want to borrow or if you want to take any used car seat, you always make sure that they are not involved in any accidents, because the car seats that they are involved in accidents, they are not safe anymore. Uh, I don't think it's good to spend lots of money in the car seats. Since they are all safe, and I think you can find a nice brand and a nice price, and that fits for your car, and also it fits for your child. Also, the other important things that changed during this times are the strollers. They are not anymore use the bassinet, so you have to change from the bassinet and put the stroller that there is for toddler. I actually bought the UPA baby cruise stroller. I bought like a set with a toddler stroller, and also I bought the infant car seat that fits in that stroller. So I recommend to buy sets like this, even though they are kind of pricey. But you can use in the first year of life of your child, and they are very useful, and they are very easy to push, or to change different kind of bassinets, or car seats, or even the toddler stroller. So my recommendation is to buy a set, but anyway, there are even other kind of strollers that you find in the market. Depends on the price that you want to buy, and depends on how many children you have. You can choose the proper one for your case. We were very happy with UPA baby cruise bassinet, and stroller, and also even the infant car seat. Also, since your child is grown, and you might like even to go for traveling, or you might go for shopping, and you see that these kind of strollers, that they are very heavy, and they are very big. So I can recommend that they are even very light strollers, that they are considered like umbrella stroller. These are mostly for traveling, like going abroad, or traveling somewhere that you need very few space, that you have very few space for the stroller. So this is a solution. It's very nice. Most of them, they are not even they are not very expensive. So I recommend, in the case that you want to travel and you want to make easy your travel, I recommend to have this home. Also, if you travel abroad, and if you want to use the airplane, most of these umbrella stroller are very easy to fit inside the airplane, with no need to send with the luggages, and to take outside of the airplane. So you can walk inside the airplane, and you can fit in places where they put the backpacks and the small luggages. Now, since your child is growing, of course he's gonna start eating, and now is the time that you're gonna start introducing him to eat with their hands. So they need some utilities like forks and spoons. There are different versions that you find in shops that they are designed for children, and they have the proper material and the proper length so they don't hurt themselves. It is very important to teach your child to eat with their hands. It's very important development milestone. And also during this time you are gonna introduce him even with different cups. I had another video before about what kind of cups you can use to develop the mouth of the baby, the muscles of the mouth of the baby, which the doctor, they don't recommend to give anymore to your child after 1 year all the bottles, but to start introducing open cups, sippy cups, or the straw cups, which the way how they drink the water, the way how they swallow the water, it helps the muscles of the mouth to develop, and also to start even with a speeching, and to develop more the mouth of the baby. I had 3 different cups that I used for my son. I used the sippy cup, the open cup, and also I used even the straw cup. I encourage you to do more researches. Every day you can find different products that they offer in the shops, and they have different kind of designs, and you can choose which one is proper for your baby according to the price and also according to the need of your child. Also are very good to have bibs. I got most of the bibs that I got as a gift, but the one that I can recommend are the silicone one, are very easy to clean, and so you don't have to buy so many bibs for your baby. Meanwhile, you use just a silicone one and you can easily clean it. Or there are even kind of bibs that you can wear, because when they're gonna start eating with their hands and with their utilities, baby's gonna start really getting very dirty, and they're gonna dirty even the clothes, and it's gonna be very hard to wash. So I recommend to have bibs in your home, so in this way the baby, you can protect the baby from getting dirty. And there are even for clothes. Now the child is growing, and it's gonna become, depends on how tall or how much he weigh, you're gonna see that it's gonna be very hard to use Onis. So you're gonna buy different kind of clothes. I recommend to buy even clothes that they are big in the size, so you can use for a longer time. I usually start buying, even though he was 1 year old, I used to buy clothes for 2 year old, and I used to use them for a very long time. Also even pajamas, you will see that now the pajamas for this age are 2 pieces. You always buy some pajamas that they are comfortable for them, the nice material, and also I always bought pajamas that they are bigger size, so I could use them for a longer time. Also during this time, since the baby might walk or is very close walking, you need to buy some kind of socks that they have. On the bottom of the socks, they are some kind of designs that they protect the baby from slippery. These are very nice. You can buy them, and you can allow your child to walk. Also, since the baby might start walking at this age, they might need even shoes. The sneakers are very good, or even some kind of wearable shoes that you can wear like a socks, but they have the bottom like a shoes. It's very nice because they are very easy to wear, and the baby feel very comfortable in their feet. Also for special weather like summertime or winter time, there are different kind of shoes that they are proper for that weather. For the winter they are like slipper one, and for summer like a slipper one, and for winter they are like baby boots that they protect them from the rain. Depends where you live, and depends what kind of weather does your country have. You can make the proper shoes for your child. Since your child might be walking, or maybe he's very close to walk, You might think that they need a walker. Actually, the doctor, they don't recommend to use walkers for the baby. Depends on the wish of the parents. They might buy walkers and they can use for their baby, so the baby can spend some time and they can start walking. The reason why the doctors, they don't recommend the walkers or because in some cases are found that they cause some hip problems to the children, and also they are considered very dangerous because the children might the walker might push the children to walk fast and they might fall. There are lots of cases, and in this way some of the doctors and some countries actually they have already banned by using them. But it is depend on the parents' decision if they want to use. But the thing that I can recommend during this time, you can buy different kind of pushing toys. These are the ones that they mostly recommend. There are different kind of versions that you find in the market, designed for different ages. You can find pushing cars that they are for boys, or you can find like pushing shopping carts they are for girls, or different kind of versions that they are very interesting and they encourage their baby to walk. This is a very attractive time, and also it is very nice for your child to learn them to walk. um, uh, Depends on how much money you want to invest. There are even plastic or wooden one. Most of the impressions of the parents are the wooden one are better, but this kind of wooden toys might cost more than those that they are plastic. So depends on how much money you want to invest. You can make the proper you can choose something that is proper for your child. Since now your child is eating and now is even the time to take care of their teeth, uh, different kind of versions that they are in shops. You can find different kind of toothbrushes. I already had even a video about how to keep the mouth of the baby clean. So is the time for them to introduce with a toothbrush and to start taking care of the teeth, since they might have already the first they might have their teeth, and also they are already eating normally 3 meals a day. Also, even the toothpaste, you can check in internet. There are plenty of different versions and might come every day new designs and new toothbrush. So depends on the gender of your baby, depends on the age of the baby. You can choose the proper toothbrush and toothpaste. Since your child is growing and might be a little early to introduce him with a potty train, but I recommend to buy some kind of potty thing for him. So in this way you can use even like a step. In this way they can start washing their hands and brushing their teeth. And very soon, depends on the development of your child, you can start even teaching to do the potty train and to start removing the diapers. This is something very nice to have home and to be prepared when your child is gonna get ready. You have to start teaching him to use not to use anymore the diapers. An important part of this age are even the toys and the books. Uh, in the shops you can find different kind of versions of toys and different kind of versions of books. The toys that they are they develop their minds, like their cubes or certain other toys that they help the baby to understand and to use their mind and their hands. So in this way they can develop their personal skills, their motor skills, and also they can give them a different kind of to solve different problems that different toys they might give them to do. There are blocks or just to build different kind of steps, or there are different kind of toys that you can find in shop. Depends on how old is your baby, you can find the proper one. Also, it is very nice even to introduce with some kind of activities like sport, like doing basketball or playing soccer or doing bowling. These kind of games are very nice because it helps with the eye coordination, and also it helps even to develop different kind of skills to the children, and is very healthy even for the body to move around. So I recommend to check around the market and to find some kind of games that they help the baby to develop different skills of them. Also, the books are very important, since in this time the baby is gonna they're gonna start saying the first words, and one of the best way to teach your child to talk is to read them a book. uh, you find plenty of different books that they tell different stories, and they start teaching them numbers, or they start teaching parts of the body, or different kind of animals sounds, so in this way the baby can pronounce them and can say the first words. Actually, I bought a bunch of books from Costco, which were very nice stories, and also it started developing his mind. They were proper for his age. So my recommendation is to check around in Amazon or in different kind of shops books that they are proper for 1 year old, and you start reading to your child. So in this way you can encourage your child to talk and to understand the words that you are saying to him. And the last thing that I'm going to talk is about the bath, giving the bath. Actually, during the time that he was infants, you might have an infant bathtub which you might give a bath. Different parents after 1 year old, they do different decisions. They start washing their baby in the bathtub. My recommendation is for the bathtub to buy some mats that they help the baby not to sleep. Also, they are kind of mats that they protect even in case that a head fell in the bathtub. It is very important to make safe the bathtub where it's gonna, if you're gonna use it for your child. I keep using even a small bucket that was in Amazon that I use for different functionality in home, and one of them is even to give a bath to my child. It is very nice. It is even very easy to pack and to use if you want to travel. So I can recommend, in a case that you want an additional uh, a place where you can wash your baby. It is very important to think about the safety of your child during the bathtub. The place might become very slippery, and so the babies of this age, they are very active and they can easily fall and they can easily hurt themselves. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel if you find interesting the information that I share, and see you in the next episode.